creation of the greatest damn D&D stream on this world and the next here. Welcome, Goblins, under the stairs. You got Solrak the Destroyer, ready to slash and bash your Sunday night with my epic wrecking crew of destroyers. You got the man standing in action, Fang the Mang. You got Wilmore Chaddington, who's looking very concerned. And of course, the greatest goddamn D&D DM in all the land here. It's Nate Gonzalez. Take it away, Nate!
What's the... I heard it. It was fantastic.
Oh, thank you. We're good now.
What's up with this whole sword and dead bone thing in front of the obelisk? I'm spraying it with my rod.
Yeah, as Wilmore does, spraying things down with his rod. He looks it over, and you see that, yeah, there is clearly a corpse strewn about here, some bones laying here, and it looks like a rusted weaponry out in his reach, but no signs really of any sort of struggle or anything like that nearby.
I think I might maybe oh, I disappeared.
Did you fly up to the top left?
No, I did not.
Go ahead and click your token again. I want to see if it does that again.
Yep, I clicked it and he ran away.
That's interesting. Okay. That is a bug I have seen other people have problems with, but I don't know
I can't. I don't know what to do.
Go ahead and try closing out and joining back again.
I don't know if I don't click it. I can move it, but yeah, I'll close out. You guys go ahead. Let me just restart my browser.
Well, Rick, it appears there's a trap door right in front of that obelisk right there.
You're not to use it.
Yeah. No, the sword seems a little peculiar. So check it out. See if there's like any like engravings, something that like might help me distinguish whose sword this could potentially be, even like if we know them or not.
Sure. One thing I also
gonna-
forgot. Yeah, go on.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna walk up towards the corpse just to see if I can see like how old it is and how long it's been there.
Okay, sure. Wilmer, you're fine now?
Yep, I got it.
Cool. So one more thing I will say, I should have let you guys know this before the game. Where like you guys stand and location of things, like where your token is, will uncover different things that you might know and figure out about the scene and perceive, and effects that may happen as well. So just keep that in mind. But then you go and look it over. You can go ahead and give an investigation roll. Solrak, you can give a survival check. And Wilmore, are you doing anything else?
I cast everything out of my wand at the thing, and I'm gonna throw guidance on Fang as he goes to look at it.
Okay. What's the range of your like detect
30 feet?
magic or
I
whatever?
think everything's 30 feet, I
Okay.
believe.
Cool. With a 17 Fang, you see that there are some sort of there's some sort of maker's mark on the steel of the blade. It's a bit rusted and everything, but it's not a mark that you've ever seen before. It's like a banner almost, like a flag that's waving and has just a circle around it.
Can I deduce maybe like the region or area that maybe the person that was wielding the sword's from, despite not knowing it?
Fang, you can also roll a d4 to add to that. See if you can kick it into the next. If you get a 3.
Yeah.
Have you learned anything else?
I would say that it. You can't really tell the region exactly of where it came from. It looks like a Sword Coast blade. It doesn't look like something tribal or like native to like an island or anything like that. It looks like a blade that a smith on the coast could have made.
Is the skeleton like burnt or pecked at? Is there any stuff like tracks leading up to it? Anything like that?
You can make a survival check if you'd like as well. Solrak, with your survival check, you can tell that there's no flesh or muscles or anything hanging from the bones or anything, so it must have been a bit of time. But with a 10, you can't exactly tell how long. But it's been a little bit of time. 12.
Make sure not to touch anything. I don't know what's wrong with his body.
So with a 12, what exactly were you asking again?
Like, was it burnt? Is there any way to tell how it died? Was the neck broken? Anything like that?
With a 12, I would say that you go ahead and make a medicine check actually instead.
Solid 8.
Okay, I mean, I'll do both, but with that, you can tell that none of the bones are broken, which is something that you were looking for. You look through, like, the arm bone and the leg bones and neck and everything. None of that is broken. But again, as Solrak has noticed and probably said to you, none of the flesh clings on the body, no muscles, no tissue, no anything. I mean, bones are definitely completely dry, and that is all that you see there. But
have they been like gnawed on? Sorry, go ahead.
No, it doesn't look like they've been gnawed on at all, but you can't really see any bite marks like that. It doesn't really look like many of them bones have been pulled away. But as you pull out the rod, you do seem to pick up a bit of divination magic pulling towards the east in that tunnel.
Well, gentlemen, there is something amiss over here. Maybe Sanity could scout it out a little bit. That makes sense. I would,
Check it out.
Like that
Yeah.
before us going in there.
Yeah, I think maybe I'd kind of lay up over here, sit down for a second, and kind of have sanity creep in a little bit,
Hmm. So
see if she sees anything.
as sanity begins to fly in, don't really get to see too much as you begin to go in here, but if you keep on pushing forward a bit, you'll be able to see a bit more, perhaps.
She'd fly in a little bit.
All right. Yeah, as she gets into about here, you see that these alcoves, there's some niches that run along this narrow tunnel, and each one of them contains a bestial statue standing or squatting above a basin of oil.
Beast statue above a basin. How many are there? Can she see anything or?
Well, are you looking through sanity, or is sanity like
Yeah, I
scouting?
sat down
Okay.
and rolled through her eyes.
So you see there are 4 niches, little alcoves on each side. You can see on the first one, as you fly on up, you see one that's like a snake-looking kind of figure, and then on the opposite side of that, you can see one that's more like a monkey-looking figure. As you keep on flying up a little bit further, you see the next one is like a rabbit, and one on the alcove across from that is a bit more of like a bear kind of looking figure. The next one you see there's a bird on the one side and like a frog with these tentacles and 3 eyes on the other side. And then on the last little alcoves you can see on one side there's another frog looking figure, and on the opposite side there's a cat with snakes growing from it. And each one of these statues you see, they're about 3 feet tall.
Kind of like reach into the bag and kind of pull out like one of the cubes. Said one of them like it was like a rabbit, right? Or yeah, and then you said there was 2 frogs. I just kind of scrubbed through them like that. That was the depictions on these bad boys, I think.
Mhm.
And I think
So do you like pull them all out?
I would like pull like I'd probably pull like 2 out and just kind of like look at them for a second, kind of look up to everybody.
Gianton, by chance, did you see through sanity, like a place that we could insert these, almost like a key to a door?
Seems like there's a basin. Maybe they go underneath of each one or something of that matter.
Yeah, Fang, as you say this also to him, and you're standing around in this area where you're at, you look up to your north, and you see where this door frame is, with this tunnel that goes up to the north, and you see that there's a solid door up there, like a slab of worked stone whose edges are marked with like relief carvings of grinning skulls. And you see that on this door, you're not too far away from it now, about 20 feet or so. You see there are 4 lines engraved at the center of it, of a slab that cross one another to form like a star, and with both ends of each line marking the location of a cavity in the door, with 8 cavities in all.
So I'm sorry. That's depicting what maybe the basins are, or that's depicting on the door?
This is what you see up to the north of you.
Yeah, but I'm saying like the lines to like where the. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see it. And you said it was 8, because that looks like 9 in the picture.
Yeah, that center one is what I was explaining is like the crossing of the lines.
Okay. Chaddington, actually, it almost looks as if those cubes might go into this door here. Up ahead.
And we can give it a shot. First, let's maybe get a better view in the cave over here. I think.
All right.
I've got my I'm clicking on my staff and I'm going very cautiously in there. My
Yeah.
keen sense of perception
Absolutely.
pointing out.
Mm-hmm. All depends on where you're standing, is where you'll perceive things. So you begin to go on down, and familiar sight to you, as you've seen this through Sanity's eyes already. As you get to about this point, you see the first set of bestial statues up into the north and the south. Of course, the sunlight doesn't shine in through here, so without your own light source, it's hard to fully see it, but...
Get out my my drift cloak, and Soul Rack sucks, so it just casts light, which I can do numerous times.
Alright. Cast light. And there's your drift globe, floating right in front of you, illuminating the way. And yeah, to that north and south, you see the first set of statues. The snake on the north, and the monkey one on the south.
And there was 8 in here, right?
Correct, is what you see.
So it's just statues in here.
Yep, from what you can see from where you are.
Okay. I kind of back up and I go maybe try. How are the squares on the door? Is it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or
There's 3, 1, and then the center is like the star that I described. It's like 4 lines. So 1 line, 2 lines, 3 lines, 4 lines, making a star, crossing like each one of the areas, and then so it's 3, 2, 3.
3, 2, 3?
Yeah.
And there's 8 statues in here, right? Or 7 statues?
You see 8 statues.
There's 8.
You do have 9 cubes total, but you see 8 statues.
So these 2 right here were the monkey and which one did you say? The monkey and
Yeah, the monkey, which is a Sioux monster, really is
Yep.
what it is, and then the snake, which is a jaculi.
So I take those out of I'd step back, and a sanity would kind of fly him over to Fang. And I say, let's try these, because I don't want to put the wrong one in there. And then Fang, I don't know if you want to try putting them in the door, or...
Well, it seems as if someone's gonna have to.
Okay, so you're first gonna put each one of the basins. Well,
I thought there was like sections in the door.
Oh, that's what you guys are doing?
Yeah, so Sanity's gonna... It sounds like Sanity's gonna fly me the cubes. And I'm gonna place them in there.
Okay, that's what's happening.
Well, actually, instead of Fang doing it, Sanity's gonna take one and put it in there and see what happens.
Just take one of the cubes and put it in the spot.
Yep.
Do you think Sanity... I mean... I would much rather have Sanity do it just for my well-being, but do you think Sanity has the intelligence and capability of being able to process and understand which cube goes where?
I mean, is there any symbols on the door, or?
And they match, right?
There's no symbols on the door.
There's
You
no
just see empty little square spots on there. And then
I think one of us is going to have to get up there, though, Cheddington. I
Or
don't know
should we
about
try
you,
putting
Solrak.
them in the basins over here first, or should we put them in the door first?
I would do the door first.
I don't have an
You
answer.
said there's oil in the basins, right? The basins aren't empty.
Yeah, there's oil.
yeah, and Wilmore's picking up conjuration magic from the oil basins and divination around the statues.
Conjuration.
Oh, but there's no magic on the door.
Then I would put them all in
It's closer to it.
No, not picking up any sort of magic as you get closer to the door.
The statues.
We can try the statues. I'm gonna step back, and Sanity's gonna put the what was it the snake in with the snake.
Sure. So one at a time, just putting each one in the appropriate matching ones.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, she's gonna do one first, see if anything happens.
Okay,
But then eventually
sure.
she would just put them all down.
Yeah, no, she puts that in the snake one at first, and sits in the oil basin, and you're waiting for something to happen, but nothing immediately seems to come. No, click or light or explosion or anything like that.
Do I notice anything on the door
You
when
do
that
not.
happens either? Okay.
No.
All right, we're gonna try. She's gonna, I'll before I'll do a quick walk down and mentally note which one's each one, and then I'm gonna step out here and then have her go and take
Sure.
one out of my palm and put it in each one.
Yeah, so it's the snake and the monkey, rabbit and bear, bird and the frog with the tentacles and 3 eyes, and then the frog and the cat with snakes growing from it.
So then we've got the bear, or no, the snail left. Right?
Yeah, as you after you place the cube in there, and the opposing ones, the shrines seem to light up. The oil basins seem to illuminate and begin to glow. And you only have the snail one in your hand currently, or left in possession.
But whichever one, whichever one we don't have. I was more asking you which one is left, right? Because we have 9 cubes. So we have the snail one's left, right? That's the only. Shit.
Well, do you put them all in the basins?
No. Right, because there's 9 cubes and there's 8 basins, right? And the one that's not on there is the snail. Right.
Yeah.
So.
Do you pull the snail out or anything?
Before the last one goes in, I kind of turn around and I realize I have this, the snail's left and Sanity's going to put the last one in, and it's kind of like, hold on a second, and I think about it's kind of enemies opposed, so should we be putting the opposite one in, or?
Regardless, we have an extra one though.
Yeah, but this one right here doesn't really have an enemy.
There has to be a spot for it somewhere. Maybe even out here.
Is there anything on the cube that might allow us to potentially figure out where it might go?
I don't think it goes anywhere. I think so the first 2 was the rabbit and the what?
It was the snake and the monkey, and then the rabbit and the bear.
So it was the snake and the monkey. So it was lawful good and chaotic evil. We put it in the right one. And then we went down the line. I guess this is right, because it's either we put that in or we put the opposite in each one. Because
Well, I think that has to do with the doors then. Matching up the opposites together with the line. I mean, did the basins do anything in there though, Chaddington?
I don't think so.
They illuminated after you put the matching sets in.
After I put the matching sets in, they illuminated, so they each have their
Let's
thing in.
definitely look around for another spot then. Something must trigger wherever this cube goes.
Well, and I'm wondering that I do like that idea too. I'm wondering if now we have to pull them out of the basin to slide them into the door with their corresponding, I guess, opposite.
Sounds like too many steps.
We can try. I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and have it like touch the oil.
Just touch the oil.
Yeah.
Mage Hand touches the oil and just kind of ripples and gives off a little shear, but nothing happens really.
So then I guess I pull out the snail. And
Are you in the tunnel?
no, I backed out of the tunnel at this point. Yeah, like here.
So you just need to put like the cat with the snakes growing from it is like the last one that you have to put in there.
Mm-hmm. And then Sanity's gonna drop that one in as I step out of the tunnel.
Okay.
And kind of like off to the side.
Sure. As Sanity goes and drops that one in, those basins illuminate with this brilliant white light as well. And are you viewing through Sanity's eyes right now?
Mm-hmm.
You hear a clicking sound as another light begins to illuminate. And you see through Sanity's eyes as another statue with an oil basin in front of it in the shape of a snail becomes apparent behind a door at the end of the tunnel.
There you
Sanity
go.
come out, grab the block, go in and put it in.
Okay. As Sanity
Actually,
does...
hold on, do it want it to be Sanity or that's too far? Yeah, Sanity can do it. That's fine.
Sanity does that. The bowl begins to glow just like the rest of the other ones. We're getting a little bit of an echo. I don't know if it's got the stream up or something or playing through speakers, but I can hear myself talking. Regardless, as that light comes up and shines over the body of the snail, you can see a golden pendant shaped like an eye hangs around the statue of it.
Golden pendant. Sanity's gonna try to take it off of him.
Sure. Yeah. Easy enough, light enough. Sandy pick it up and has that necklace with a golden pendant in the shape of an eye.
Gotta bring that back out. Go, well, what do you think we do with this? Because the drift glow's gonna come back out too.
So now Sanity's out with the necklace.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna give me the
Yeah.
necklace, and I'm kind of holding this shining necklace.
Say, you should use your magic doohickey. See if there's anything on this
I mean,
necklace.
something tells me it's magical, but
Something tells me it could be cursed.
I don't know if it would tell me that, but you know, the rod of alertness, good, evil, all that good stuff on it.
Maybe it allows us to... Oh, sorry.
Go on.
Said maybe someone has to wear it, and I feel as if this pendant has something to do now with this door. I mean, all these, this little puzzle here, this wouldn't just be it, and then all we've come here for. It's got to have to do with something with the door here, you would think. Maybe someone has to put it on, and then it shows us where the cubes need to go in there. I don't know. I'm just spitballing.
Wilmore does pick up some divination magic coming from the necklace. And are you guys all standing like where you are? It looks like, Fang and Soul Record really hasn't moved at all anywhere. Just wondering if you guys poke around at all, or if you're, Wilmore's standing at the end of the cage, or the cave rather.
I've been staying put, making sure like nothing ambushes us, but
Sure.
I haven't moved really.
Cool.
Oh, maybe. Does the I think it's Solrak. You gotta turn your volume down. I can hear it myself. So what was on the pendant again?
It was an eye.
An eye.
Yep. Golden pendant shaped like an eye.
Would we have seen this eye before?
You would not have.
All right.
I feel like someone's gonna have to put it on.
We can give it a shot, I guess. I can I can put it on and see if there's anything going on with it.
Yeah. You just you're staying right there.
Yep.
Yep. As you put it on, you put it around your neck. And it looks nice on you, fits you perfectly. But it's just sitting on a 3-foot statue as well. It doesn't seem to nothing seems to happen from it or anything like that. You do pick up that divination magic, but nothing too crazy.
Walk over to the door, see if anything. Just take a closer look at it.
Yeah, you take a closer look at that door, and you see, as I've already said to Fang, it's a slab of work stone. You see these relief of carvings of grinning skulls kind of running up the sides of it, and then in the center you see 4 lines, crossing like this, and then crossing again like this at the center of the slab. They form a star like that, and both ends they mark location of where one of these empty spots where the cubes possibly could go, or 8 cavities at least.
All right. Well, let's maybe we try and grab some of them stones. So I'd go. I'd take the pendant off. Sandy would kind of go in and try to pluck one of the cubes out, see if she can. Or actually, no, I would use Mage Hand instead of her.
Okay, yeah, easy enough. One at a time, you grab those, pull them out, and you collect the stones again.
All right. Well, do you want to give it a shot, Fang? Or Solrak? Just kind
I'm
of
not putting that thing on.
lay them all on the ground.
So, Sanity's been doing pretty good.
All right.
Sounds like you can do it.
Did that door where the snail is, did that stay open upon pulling out the other cubes?
It has seemed to have closed now, actually, if you were to go check it out.
Maybe we should get the snail one first, then Chattington.
Well, I
That's
assume
fair
that you
enough.
got everything, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, let's give it a shot. I'd kind of pluck one up to Sanity. So I'd give Sanity. So I'd use Sanity and the Mage Hand at like the same time. So I would do the snake